Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Tech Hub. So in today's video we will see the introduction of Java programming language. So before to start the Java course, we must have the understanding about Java programming language. What is Java, why we are using Java. So all these things we will define in the introduction of Java programming language. So let's get started. So if we see the introduction, then we can define Java as a high level programming language. We can say like that, Java is a high level programming language that is developed by Sun Microsystem in 1991. Later on it was acquired by Oracle Corporation. So if we say it is a high level programming language, what does it mean? What is the meaning of high level programming language? So to define the high level programming language, we have developed the following table. From this table we can differentiate what is high level programming language, what is low level programming language, what is machine level programming language. So the scratch level of any code is a machine level code. Machine level code is the scratch of each program. Every program has to be converted into machine code only, then it can be executed by machine. Machine can execute machine language only, that is the combination of 0 and 1s. No other programming language machine can understand. Even we are writing the int x is equal to 30 like that, this one system.out, machine will not understand this also. This code has to be converted into machine level code, then only it can be understanding by machine, and machine can execute, and machine can perform the task only. So machine code is this one, but this code has some problem. This is very difficult to read, very difficult to write also, and from this code we cannot understand the purpose of this code also if we don't have any documentation. Without the documentation we cannot make anything from this code, and if we want to understand this code, then we have to learn machine language thoroughly, and then only we can understand the purpose of program, and that will be take more time, because reading of this machine code is very lengthy process, even very confusing process also. So to remove this issue, low level programming is designed. To eliminate the issue that we are facing in machine level, low level programming is developed. So from this one we can easily understand the purpose of the code. Suppose we are moving value 30, this is hexadecimal value, this is 30, this is 20, this is 6, these are the hexadecimal value. So this 30 hexadecimal value we are setting into X register. This is a register X, Y, Z and result. These are the register that can store the value. Register is nothing but the memory storage of a device for temporary use. So 30 value we are setting into X register, 20 value we are setting into Y register, and 6 value we are setting into Z register. And in the next statement we are making a multiplication operation on X and Y register. Whatever the value is there in X register and whatever the value is in Y register, we are making the multiplication of them, and the result we are transferring into a result variable. Sorry, not result variable, result register. This is a register. And in the next statement we are making the division of result register value with the value of Z register value. We are making the division and the result is storing into this result register only, and the program is terminating. But if you see this code, here we are making the same operations. Whatever this operation is there, we are making the same operation, but this code is very much simple to write and simple to read. We are doing here, what we are doing in this statement, we are declaring one integer variable x and we are setting some value in that one. We are declaring a y variable, integer type y variable, and we are setting value 20. In the third statement, we are declaring an integer variable z with value 6. In the next statement, we are evaluating one mathematical expression, and after this mathematical expression, whatever the result will come, that we are storing into this result variable, and the result variable we are printing, and the program is terminating. So this is the high level code, this is the machine level code, low level code. In machine level code we have seen the some limitations, so that's why the developer are not writing the code in machine level, even they are not writing in low level programming language also. Because why? Because this low level code is architectural dependent. This is architectural dependent. It depends on your architecture, whether that is AMD architecture, that is Intel architecture, or any other architecture. It depends on your architecture. Only the particular architecture, for that architecture you developed, it can execute. So this is architectural dependent code. But this high level code is not architectural dependent. It's free from architecture dependency. It's free from that one. How it is free? Because this code is written in high level programming language, and we will take the help of one software that is called compiler, and the compiler will compile this code to the machine code directly, and it will be executed. So that's why the developers are preferring only high level programming language to write the code. To write the program, nowadays developers using high level programmings only. So this is a high level programming. So this is not a architecture dependent also. This code is architecture dependent. This is a completely machine dependent, and machine can execute. This is architecture dependent. This is not dependent on anything. You can write this code anywhere and you can execute this code anywhere. The condition is that you must have the compiler in between that can transfer this code to a machine level code, and then machine will execute that code and you will see the expected output. So that's why Java is a high level programming language. So this code is written in Java. It's pretty much similar to C or C++ or Python. It's similar, but currently this is written in Java because we are going to learn Java programming language thoroughly. So this is the example of high level programming language. So in the introduction we can say that Java is a high level programming language that is developed by Sun Microsystem. Later on it was acquired by Oracle Corporation. So currently Java is the product of Oracle Corporation. See, so by saying this much only, this is a high level programming language, it's not enough. We have to differentiate Java from other programming language with some characteristics. So Java has some special characteristics that also we have to learn about Java before to start learning Java. So Java is a simple and familiar. How it is a simple and how it is a familiar? Familiar means the syntax of Java is quite similar to C or C++. It's quite similar. The structure and syntax almost it is similar with C and C++. But simple, how it is simple? Because in Java, in C or C++, you have to declare memory explicitly, you have to deallocate the memory explicitly, allocate the memory explicitly. Multiple inheritance if you are writing in C or C++, that is very difficult, and it may gives the ambiguity problem, because in the super class or in the base class of derived class, in the base class there is a chance that the same method will be there. In the both the base class, same method can be there. At that time compiler will become confused from which superclass shall I execute the method. So to remove this problem, Java has given its interface. So using that interface we can implement the multiple inheritance. So that's why Java is a very simple and very familiar. Next one is the platform independent. How can you say that Java is a platform independent? We have already seen this example. This code is a high level programming language. This code is written in high level programming language that can be executed on any of the platform. Platform and architecture is different. Architecture is your machine architecture, the company who built that architecture, and platform, the combination of architecture and your operating system is called a platform. So this is a platform independent, means this code you can execute into Mac operating system, you can execute into Linux operating system, or you can execute into Windows operating system. Any of the platform you can execute this code. So that's why Java is a platform independent and portal. You can port this code. You can port this code to Linux operating system. You can port this code to Mac operating system or Windows operating system. You can port this code to anywhere. So that's why Java is a platform or portable. Platform independent or portable. So the Java program can be executed on any CPU having JVM. Yeah, the condition is you must have JVM on the particular platform. You must have JVM, because JVM is the only machine that will execute your Java bytecode. So that's why it is a platform independent and portable. You can say like that, you need to write once and run anywhere. Just we need JVM on target machine. Whatever the target machine is there in the target platform, you must have JVMs. So that make Java as an independent and platform independent and portable. Next one is the object oriented. Java is an object oriented also. How Java is an object oriented? Because we have seen in the object oriented sessions, we have implemented all the concept of object oriented programming into Java. We have implemented. So that's why Java is an object oriented programming, because it will allow you to implement the Java object oriented programming concepts in Java. So that's why Java is an object oriented programming language. One more thing, it's compulsory that you have to write the code using object oriented paradigm only, because in the Java you have to create class. It's compulsory. You must create the class before to write any of the program code. Even if you have to write only single main method, hello world application or sum of two numbers application, then also you have to create a class, because without class you cannot execute anything. The compiler will not allow to do so. So that's why Java is an object oriented programming language. It's a robust means how it has a very strong mechanism of garbage collection, exception handling and memory allocation. Memory allocation we have already seen. See this one, it will allocate and deallocate memory automatically. You don't need to explicitly allocate or deallocate. Or it has a very good mechanism of exception handling. What is exception handling? If I say what is exception, suppose you have developed one application for your smartphone. That application will help you to take picture of yourself. That application will help you to take selfie. you have developed one application, selfie me. You can give the name application like selfie me. So using selfie me, you are trying to take your selfie, but what happen, your front camera or rear camera is not working. Then what will happen, you have developed application and you have installed that application into some mobile phone, but in that mobile phone camera is not working at all. Then you cannot you cannot take the selfie of yourself because the camera is not working. So in this case, this is an exception. So that exception came, so you have to handle that exception. You have to give the message to user, your that your camera is not working properly, or you can say the resource is not working, or device resource is not available, like that. You can give any specific message. So that is what automatically it will your JVM will delete the objects that is not going to used in your application. Suppose you are running your application, but definitely your application needs memory to run, but your JVM feels that memory is going to be out of memory is going to be out of after some time. So what JVM will do, JVM will try to find those objects in your application that are not going to be used, that are free. So if it is free, if they are not going to be used, then your application then your JVM can remove those objects from memory, so that your application can work smoothly. So that's why garbage collection is there. So Java is a robust because it has a garbage collection feature, exception handling and memory allocations. That's why it is a robust. Java is a distributed also. How it is a distributed? Because application can be distributed in so many parts, and the parts can be deployed into the different server, and you can call to the different servers method, anything, using remote method invocation technology. That is one this one is one module in the Java RMI, remote method invocation, and EJB, enterprise Java beans. So using those you can create any distributed application. Means that application is developed in the separate parts, and that application is running in a different machine, not in a single machine. Your application is running on a different machine, so that machine's call you can make by remote method invocation, and you can do your task. So that's why Java is a distributed programming language. Java is a multi-threaded also. How it is a multi-threaded? Java gives it's a strong multi-threading environment. Means you can write the code in such a way that will do multiple tasks at the same time. That is multi-threaded, means doing the multiple tasks at the same time. Java makes a multi-threaded environment. So we will learn this one, how we can create the thread, how we can start the thread, how we can kill the threads, what are the way to create the thread, and why they have given that ways. So all this thing we will learn when this topic will come. Next one is the architectural neural. How it is an architectural neural? We have seen this diagram, we have seen this table already. This is architecture neural. This lower level code is depend on architecture only, fully depend on architecture. Whatever the architecture is there, it will execute on that one only. So this is architectural neural. This code is architectural neural because you can execute this code into any of the architecture. So that's why Java is an architectural neural. Java code can run on any kind of CPU, so it is an architectural neural. High performance. How it is a high performance? Java take care the responsibility of garbage collection automatically. It will do. So that's why it's high performance. Garbage collection, you no need to run the garbage collector explicitly. What is garbage collector? We have seen. Suppose your application needs some memory. That memory is maybe your JVM thinks that will be out of memory sometime. So that one so for that purpose your JVM will run garbage collector, and that garbage collector can take care the process. It will find the objects who are not being used, and your JVM will destroy those objects from the memory immediately, so that you can your application will work smoothly. So that's why it is a high performance, because it will run garbage collector accordingly automatically. You don't need to write code separately, but in C or C++ you have to do this process manually. So in the robust, it is a robust. How it is a robust? It has a strong memory management, same like we have seen the garbage collector. And this not garbage collector also, whenever in your application any object is going to out of scope, any object any object, if it is going to out of scope, JVM will destroy those objects immediately. So that's why it has a strong memory management. No pointer. What is pointer? In C or C++, pointer concept is there. What is pointer? Pointer is nothing but a memory location, memory address, where some data is present in memory. That address is holded in some pointer, and using that pointer you can directly go to that memory location, and you can modify the value, you can delete the value, you can do whatever you want to do. So that is a drawback. Your application should not do like that. If you have a memory location, then definitely you can take any memory location randomly, and you can destroy the object. It will impact the code. You should not do like that. So that's why in Java there is a no pointer. So it's a robust, because the pointer has some drawback. There is no use to this use of this pointer at all. Okay, next one is exception handling. It has a very strong exception handling. We have already seen the example. So we will see this one when this topic will come. We will see this thoroughly. What is exception, type of exception, how we can create custom exception, all this thing we will see. How we can handle the exception, all this thing we will see. Type checking mechanism is also there. What is the type checking mechanism? What type of variable and what type of value you are going to store, it will check at the compilation time only. So that's why Java has a very strong type check mechanism also. Platform independent, we have already seen this. On the Java code, once you written, you can execute on any of the platform. That's why it is a platform independent. And Java is a secure also. How it is a secure? Because Java code can run only in JVM. Only in JVM. There is only one machine in your machine, that is a virtual machine that you have to install, that only can execute your Java code. There is no other technology or no other compiler or no other anything, any software that can execute this code. Only the JVM can execute. So the JVM is installed in every machine, then only you can execute your code. That's it. And it will give you unauthorized access and illegal access of resource. How? Because using JVM, when you are executing your program, using JVM, when you are executing your program, first JVM will check whether your program is making any illegal operation on the resources, or it making any illegal access call to the resources. If your program is doing so, then your JVM will not allow to do that one. Your JVM will not allow to do any unauthorized or illegal access of resource. Program will immediately terminated. So that's why it is secure, because using Java you cannot develop a virus. You can develop antivirus, but you cannot develop virus. That's why Java is a secure programming language. Okay, so this is the introduction of Java. So in the next video we will see the installation of Java into Ubuntu operating system. So I hope you like the video. Please subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Till that, bye bye.